Forward 1 square. And then he will save.
Just to clarify, this is not a door. Ceci n'est pas une porte.
Oh, and he fails. Way to go.
Nima.
Nima will use Bond of Pursuit on this lady. And that's a 20 with 13 damage.
Nima savagely chops into the duergar.
Yep.
Sorrow. Prone in the pit.
Sorrow stands up, and then shoots a ray of frost at the devil that's dazed. For 23 versus Fortitude, 7 damage.
This time the ray does not evaporate and strikes the devil. Spines begin raining to the ground, not in the bad way, just falling off, as though it is terminally ill, and its skin is flaking off.
Oh, that's so sad.
I'm glad you feel pity for this devil.
Jen.
Thus ends round 9, on to round 10, Massimo. He sees the devil weakened and hurls an eldritch blast at it. And strikes it mightily, blasting off some more spines. Wintier.
That's me! What's the penalty for moving over the terrain?
It just costs 2.
So Winter crawling along the wall a little more. Twin strike on the caster. To 16 and a 19.
The Theurge manages to dodge both arrows.
Action point.
More healing, right?
6 more.
Awesome, Wintier back up to 37 out of 40, barely damaged, barely wounded rather. He's not a piece of metal.
Twin strike the caster.
Those were just distraction shots.
Oh, they sure were.
Yeah, 26 and 25 for 11 and 12.
The first arrow pegs her in the shoulder, getting her attention. As she spins around, the second arrow plants itself right between her eyes.
Okay, one down.
She collapses.
Just a little split.
Just a little.
Bit of a squirt.
Murkelmor begins storming after Wintier, getting dangerously close to him.
It's 2 moves, Doug. It's 2 moves. Calm down. You can move faster than he can.
The Spine Devil rains spines on Massimo. And it seems Massimo's luck runs out. As the spines perforate his chest, he drops to his knees, reaches out towards you, and weakly says, "Avenge me," before collapsing.
Do I need to roll a perception check to see if I heard that?
He said it just loud enough for Wintier's elven ears to pick it up. And everyone else too, because Wintier doesn't tell his comrades when he hears things.
Well, he had a good run.
So the Spine Devil recovers from its daze and then flies out of Sorrow's sight. Wrecked, who is still unattended.
Nice.
No, I can't. I have no surges.
You have no surges? Oh, because you sacrificed. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Does that at
I'm
least
still...
stabilize him? It doesn't, does it?
I don't know of a
know.
rule that says it does.
Yeah, I basically just stay lying dead and keep making saves.
However, actually, I might have read somewhere on the forums that it does, so let's say that stabilizes Wrecked.
Yay!
Nice.
Dave, do you want to take over for Sorrow?
Rule, even if it isn't.
Good guy. Good guy, CJ.
Dave, do you want to take over for Sorrow, or are you still? Do you still not want to be responsible for her death?
I don't want to be responsible for her death. Although I'm pretty sure what Nick is gonna make her do is climb out of the bloody hole.
Okay, so you'd rather sit here and do nothing than kill Sorrow.
I don't want John to put it on me, you know?
Okay, that's fair. I'm just asking. Alright. Coltane. Still dazed and slowed.
Coltane uses his Shake It Off ability on himself. Oh, that's nice. That's a 24 on my saving roll. Well, at least it's all gone.
Coltane
Maybe it's so
recovers.
successful you can do other stuff.
Well, he could just shake it
Unfortunately.
off his... Oh no, right.
But as you ruled, that was his action, and it's too late for him to properly recover, so I guess that's it.
No, you're free to point me to a rule that says otherwise.
Okay, just a second. Okay, if you look in the chat...
Nima.
So there's no way I could melee attack these spine devils, right? Well, actually I could attack the one that's on the edge, I think.
If you can get adjacent to them, you can attack.
Yep, if you stand here, here, or there.
It might be worth your while to protect Doug from Murkelmor. I have a halberd, so I could attack them.
I could probably lead him on a merry chase.
I want to go stabilize someone, honestly. Or try to get Massimo back in the fight. Because I have a potion. But I need to get there.
He has any healing surges, though.
Oh, can I inquire about that?
So, again, NPCs have one healing surge, and Dave did heal him, and he has not taken an extended rest. Or his extended rest was interrupted like yours. So, a safe assumption would be that he presently does not have healing surges.
Understood. Alright then.
Do NPCs get death saves?
Not normally, but in this case, I will give him death saves.
Okay, so it might be worth your while, Jen, to try and stabilize him so he doesn't die.
Right, in that case, can I replot my course?
You already moved.
Alright. Is the whole arrowed area above...
That's difficult terrain, yeah. Every square with an arrow is difficult terrain.
Okay, so that's worth like 2 movement.
That it is.
It'd be faster to go the other way.
Yeah, okay. I will risk the opportunity attack.
The devil claws at Nima. Does she have any buff against opportunity attacks? Or is that just Winter?
Not specifically, no, not that I know of.
The claws tear into her for 10 damage, dropping Nima to 25 out of 48 and bloodying her. Activating her blood thread armor.
That wouldn't bloody her.
It wouldn't? Oh, you're right. Nearly bloodying her, so that's unfortunate because bloodied is beneficial to her.
Nearly activating, but not quite.
So you can continue your move? Okay.
Oh. I think that was it.
Oh yeah, sure.
No, that was 7, that's it. You can't move anymore.
Alright. Sorrow. She can no longer see any enemies. She does, however, see Delphina Moongem and Ron Kelpham without an eye. Plus 2 other slaves. They appear shocked and uncertain.
Alright.
As they should.
How long will it take her to climb up that ladder?
Let's see. It's a 15-foot climb.
So she climbs at half speed, so that's like 6 squares?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so she can use 2 move actions then. So that's 3, and 6 leaves her with another 3.
Thus ends round 10. 10, onto round 11. Massimo on the floor. Wintier.
Okay.
Help us kill those devils first.
I think I'll hit Murkelmor with a Hunter's Bear Trap first, actually. Just quickly rereading what it does. Yeah. Hunter's Bear Trap on the Murkelmor.
On the Murkelmor.
17, which I believe is a miss.
Do you have elven accuracy?
You betcha I do. It is a miss, alright, teacher.
I think you gotta make that decision before I tell you if it's a hit or a miss.
Doug, it's definitely a miss.
I've usually just waited until you say it's a miss, and I'm like, well then I use elven accuracy. Yeah, I know it's reroll. Oh, I forgot the +2. So that's at 23 for 16 damage.
Nope, first damage, 18 damage.
Okay.
Unless it ever says you re-roll the damage roll, it's always the first damage roll. You're only re-rolling the attack.
Okay.
The arrow just manages to find itself in the chink in Murkelmor's armor.
Ooh, that's a bonus 5 damage too then. And, dear listeners, he is now slewed. And takes ongoing 5 damage. And now, Wintier runs away.
Murkelmor grimaces at Wintier as he flees, then spins around, notices Sorrow's gotten out of the pit, growls, and slowly starts dragging his wounded leg over to her. Because, of course, Wintier shot him in the knee to slow him.
No one say anything.
No one say anything.
Murkelmor yanks the arrow out of his knee.
They always do that.
And somehow that removes most of the injury.
I've never had that last more than one turn.
The Spine
easy
Devil
to save.
sees Nima running toward Massimo and decides to target her.
Darn it.
The spines burrow themselves into Nima for 9 damage. Nima now bloodied at 16 out of 48.